You're watching Burning Hot Topics. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. And I got a doozy for you guys on this particular video. So we're going to talk about the dishonorable judge and Sibley Reynolds, who decided to practice two different forms of justice to two different people on the same day. That's right. Now, we're going to start off by talking about Lakeith Smith. That's the individual off to the right, the black guy. He was just 15 years old when he and his friends burglarized several homes in Millbrook, Alabama. During the crimes, the police responded and fatally shot Lakeith Smith's best friend, 16-year-old Adante Washington, who was participating in the burglaries. He was shot in the back 3 times while he was fleeing from police. Him and Lakeith Smith were both fleeing from police when police shot Lakeith Smith's best friend, Adante Washington, 3 times in the back, killing him. A grand jury exonerated the police and justified the shooting. Now, under Alabama's accomplice liability law, Smith was charged with Washington's murder. So even though Lakeith Smith had nothing to do with killing his best friend, Adante Washington, he was charged with the murder. In 2018, at the age of 19, he was sentenced to 65 years in prison by Elmo County Circuit Judge Sibley Reynolds. He was convicted of felony murder, 2 counts of theft, and 1 count of burglary. The appeals court later ruled that Smith's 2 theft sentences should run concurrently and not consecutively, changing the sentence to a total of 55 years. Now, also to update, he is going to do 30 years now for that crime. Even though he did not kill his best friend, even though he did not pull the trigger, he's still going to do decades in prison under this bullshit law that Alabama has. Now, the cop that actually killed Adante Washington, nothing happens to him. Hell, we don't even know the name of the cop that did it. Now, for all you people out there that run your mouth all the time about, well, don't do the crime if you can't do the time, well, we're going to talk about an individual off to the left. We're going to talk about Wesley Phelps, because Wesley Phelps was on trial on the same day with the same judge, right? Now, 20-year-old Wesley Phelps had prior convictions for sexual assault of a minor, was high on drugs, stole a car, led the police on a high-speed chase. He crashed the car into a tree. The car caught fire, and it ended up killing his girlfriend. The judge, Sibley Reynolds, only sentenced Wesley Phelps to only 3 years in prison. Now, you tell me if there's only two, if there's a two-tier justice system here in America. This is disgusting. And just to think, this man, Sibley Reynolds, was honored by the Alabama State Bar back on July 17th, 2021. So, I will ask y'all, do y'all think there's a two-tier justice system in America to where a guy, a white guy at that, who had prior convictions of sexual assault on a minor, was high on drugs, stole a car. Matter of fact, it was a 2014 Ford Fusion that this man stole, right? He stole a car, led the police out on a high-speed chase in excess of 90 miles an hour. He crashes his car into a tree. His girlfriend was in the passenger side of the car. The car catches fire. His girlfriend dies in the fire, and he gets 3 years in jail. Meanwhile, you have this black teenager, him and a friend was getting involved in petty theft. The cops came to the scene, right? The cops shot and killed the best friend, Adante Washington, and Lakeith Smith gets charged with the murder. Not only he gets charged with the murder and burglary and what have you, he gets found guilty. He's doing decades in prison. And you tell me this there ain't a two-tier justice in America? You mean to tell me that justice is blind? Well, clearly there's something going on here. And this judge don't get disbarred. This judge don't get admonished or nothing. If anything, he gets a job well done by the Alabama State Bar. This is disgusting. But as I told you on previous videos on my main channel, the Sports and Political channel LB, which will be coming back to you on Friday. YouTube put me under a 2-week ban a few weeks ago, and my ban will be lifted on Friday. So be on the lookout for videos on the Sports and Political channel LB. Now, back to Burning Hot Topics. This is unacceptable here. It's unacceptable. But this is where we at. Because we don't live under a system of rules and regulations. No, we live under a system of white supremacy where if you have the complexion for the protection, you're going to get that type of deal to where you can get involved in all kinds of misconduct and you get probation, you get treatment, you get treated for mental health and all that. But if you don't fit that skin color and you get crimes projected onto you and you get labeled as a monster, as public enemy number one, you'll be doing decades in prison over a crime you didn't commit. And then when you get out of prison, that's if you get out of prison, right? Because the way they got these laws written, you can't sue the state for putting you in prison unjustly. This is a gross miscarriage of justice here. The lawyer for Lakeith Smith is going to appeal this conviction, as he should, because nobody should get slapped with doing decades in prison based on the technicality, or the judge decided to get a hair up his ass that one day or that one month or what have you, to where he feel like he can apply the law as he sees fit. And if you want to donate to my channel, here's my Cash App and PayPal if you want to donate to my channel, Burning Hot Topics. So I'm not down with the play. This is disgusting. This is unacceptable. And this judge needs to be held to account. He needs to be disbarred for this gross miscarriage of justice, man. Straight up. Now, if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. This is Burning Hot Topics. Peace.